Good day, my name is Nkosi. I go by the name of Dillinger. Thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. This series is called The Socialist Agenda. The Socialist Agenda. Basically, we're going to touch on the meaning behind the name. This next poem is called The Meaning Behind the Name. So when you're born into this world, you're born into a family, you're born either rich, you're born into wealth, you're born either poor, you're born into poverty, you're born a boy or a girl. Now, if you're born into poverty or you're born into riches, into wealth, you're given a name. Your mother and your dad, hopefully they created you out of love. Either way, you still need to be given a name. So if you're a girl, your mother might say, okay, I'll name her after myself. Or she'll say, oh, you know what, let's name her after my mom. Or, you know what, let's name her after your grandmother, since she's played such a pivotal role in your life. So if it's a boy, you'll be like, hey, I'll name him after my grandfather, I'll name him after my father, I'll name him after my mother. Or depending on the stage you are in life, you might name them after someone that influenced you. Like I may name my son Amaru, Tupac, or you might want to name your daughter Beyonce, or you might want to name them after a famous nurse, or a former famous public portraitor or lawyer like Tuli Madonsela. Or you might want to name them after Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King Jr., So the name that you give to your child, if you name your child Tuli Madonsela, obviously you'd like them to have her qualities, her attributes. If I name my son Tupac, I'd want him to be as courageous, as poetic as Tupac Shakur. So whatever name you give to your child, you want them to live up to that name. So it's critical the name that you give to the child, in the hope that they'll live up to that name. So be very aware of the name that you give to your child and give it deep thought. And whatever name you give it, to follow up. Don't just give them the name. If you want them to be poetic, if you want them to be a lawyer, make sure that they're surrounded by that type of knowledge. Make sure that they're surrounded by that books. You drill it into them. You tell them why they were named that. You give them the story of Tupac. You give them the biography, everything he went through, everything embodied. His mother, Afeni, how it all started with her, the Panthers, the movement. Death. You break it down and you make them wish. You give them knowledge. You let them know how important, how significant it is. And you just build from the day they're born. You play them Tupac music. As they get older, like all the elements, the good and the bad, the mistakes Tupac make, the good, his strength, his weaknesses, and then you let them know about their life and you intertwine it with their lives. So that's the significance of names. Are critical, yo. Names are critical. So we just touched the names. Thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. I go by the name of Nkosi the Dillinger. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. My name is Nkosi the Dillinger. Thank you. Names. The Socialist Agenda. Thank you.